Assalamu alaikum, guys. Today we have a great interview here with Mike from Compaytence. So for every one of you who has right now issues with payment processing or wants to have more stable payment processing, who maybe has his funds on hold, or maybe just needs in general consultations and informations about the space, because sooner or earlier it will be important for you anyways, this is the perfect podcast for you. In our interview here is also Vincent, our client success manager, who usually brings better questions than me. So I think we will have a great interview today. And Michael, I'm happy to have you here in our interview.
A pleasure to be on, and thanks again for having me today.
Let's get started with my first question. And this is, how did you usually get started in this industry?
Yeah, it kind of cut my teeth. First thing out of college, went into financial services. So I started at Wells Fargo way back in the day. I won't age myself too much, but it was a long time ago, a couple decades here. So I started at Wells Fargo Bank, worked at a big bank on the consumer finance side, working with loans, lines of credit, and then transitioned into the payments and treasury space. So that was back in 2009, 2010. So really have been in payments and really more so global payments since I left Wells Fargo in 2018, moved to a startup that was based in Europe. It was a global payment startup, and helped build that into a $1 billion valuation company, and then worked for another international payments company in 2021 called Reach, which is a very popular provider for a lot of the online sellers today. And so now pivoted into a role where I'm really just a consultant to online brands. So I'm not a vendor. We are hooked into about 20 different, vendors globally for payment processing and support and compliance services. But I'm really representing the merchant and helping them scale strategically and really compliantly and getting them to hit the numbers that they want to hit. So it's been a great ride since.
And how did this journey develop then to becoming co-founder of Compaytence, and how did this vision of the company develop?
Yeah, I really came into really working specifically with online sellers, I would say about 4 to 5 years ago, and more global online sellers. And really just, I loved kind of just getting under the hood and really being a consultant with them at my prior role. And then I ran into this opportunity because the founder, who's based in Germany, was a partner of my prior company. So we were working together quite often. And ultimately, we just ended up forming a really great relationship. And then he needed assistance in the US, which, I'm based in the US, and have been helping him build that out ever since. So I've been around for, I've been in the business for about a year and a half. So it's been a really, really big shift in terms of the need, and a lot of the products now that we offer have really helped a lot of merchants scale. So I know we'll get into that shortly, but yeah, I kind of came into contact with the founder through my prior relationship at my employer. So it's been good.
Okay, that's great.